Alright, so good morning. It is like 6, well, it's almost 7. It's day 2 of Cone Killer, and so it rained overnight. Yeah, it's a little damp out, but it's supposed to rain all today. Right now, I have to go get breakfast, so the best thing about whenever we stay up here is that I can literally, my car is actually right back there, and I just walk right down here, like literally 2 houses down, and magically there's a Sheetz. So yeah, time to get coffee at Sheetz and other stuff, and then head up to the airport. Okay, so breakfast has been obtained, coffee has been bought, and it is now time to get this darn thing started up. Alright, so while that's warming up, I'm actually looking at the radar and the weather right now, real quick. And so down here in State College, it's supposed to rain around noon, but if you actually look at up at Black Moshannon State Park, it's actually not supposed to rain until like 7. So I don't know, it went from being a rain day to not a rain day, perhaps, but at least it's not going to be hot, which is good. Yesterday it was kind of hot, so yeah. See how today goes. I was kind of hoping for the rain so I could make up a few tenths on some of the other people in DS here. I'm currently in 3rd out of 6, so I was hoping, maybe I could get like 2nd or something like that if it rained, and I could like, maybe get like a half second better than the competition, but we'll see. Just gonna lay it all out right now. And also, I do want to mention this s'mores latte from Sheetz. Pretty good for being Sheetz. It's not like Generosa good, I guess, but like it's pretty good. So you can see that the drive up was actually, uneventful. It was not raining. It was pretty nice out. It was a good morning drive. And then once we got there and once we got all set up and we all walked the course and everything, we went to start running with heat number 1 after the driver's meeting, and then it just started raining. We had thunder, lightning, and because of the lightning, we had to, call it off for a half an hour, and then that half an hour turned into another half an hour, and it just kept restarting because the rain was just right over us. That storm was just right over us. So we ended up getting 3 runs here in the afternoon. This is actually not my quickest run. This is just here so I can explain what the heck was going on. I was honestly, I was a bit pissed. I wasn't pissed at anybody. I was just kind of pissed at the weather, at the situation. And, I had in my head, I was like, man, if it was raining for everybody, I have a darn good shot here because I'm a good driver in the rain. I know I'm going against this STI, this father and son team here that are still ahead of me by a little bit, but I was so confident that I was like, you know what, if it's raining, I can do this, right? And I almost had my shot, but they got a shot in the dry, and I was sitting there during the hour-and-a-half break, and I'm just like literally pouting in the corner because I'm like, how the hell am I supposed to catch them? They got, a dry run, right? They got 2 dry runs. And I'm sitting here, I was right behind them, and then I got moved to the middle of the grid randomly, and then I was told that, oh, we got to stop the event. It was right before I had to go, so I was really pissed. And here we go, setting off for my last run, which was my quickest run here. And what I could have done a little bit better here is I could have pushed right here a little bit more. I could have just held more speed into there. I didn't want to overcook it into there, but there was just a lot of grip out there. The AO52s in this rain on this surface, I feel like there wasn't like a whole ton of standing water because of the way that the surface kind of is. It's not completely flat. There's channels for the water to be in. So this whole course and this whole surface, it really wasn't that slippy in my opinion. There's my Pittsburghese coming out, slippy. But you can see I push out to the grass over here. I wish I could have just held the throttle a little bit more. I got to train myself that I can hold the throttle through this a little bit more. And even going into the finish here, I did a good job. I just kind of committed to it and I went. I really tried, I actually ended up beating their dry time in the wet, but it still wasn't enough because they actually improved a little bit in the wet. So I can't really say it, was uneven or anything. We all had equal shots in the wet. So, that's just where I ended up. I ended up 9th overall throughout both days in raw time and 10th in packs. So that was a huge improvement on last year and years prior to that, as far as I can remember. So it was a super cool weekend. Got it done, and then after this, I had like a 3-hour drive home because I live in Pittsburgh and this is up at State College. So that was the weekend. Thank you guys for a great event, except for the rain there. If you could have called that off, that would have been great. But I get it. That's not under your control. So I'll be coming up hopefully in the fall here for another one of your events.